Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress Nutsglaze. So, let's go ahead and get started. We can talk while we get started. I think we're making some levers. We've actually got them installed, so we just need to link them up for our different bridges here. So we want to add a new task, and we want to link it up to a bridge. And we can tell which bridge it's going to link up because it'll be the one that's flashing green and has the X on it. And in this case, this is the one that we want to assign it to. That'll also use 2 more mechanisms. Okay, and then we go back down and we hit this one, add new task, link up to bridge. Now this, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the plus key to go down here to not that one, but this one, and 2 more mechanisms. And then this one here, link up to bridge, and this one. Okay, and now we want to set some notes here, if I remember how to do this. A viewer taught me how to do this, and it is pretty worth doing, I think. I can remember exactly how to do it. Capital N. Okay, and then what you're going to do is we're going to go over here to this bridge, right? And we're going to hit P for place, so it's going to put a point there, and then we're going to name it. Instead of point 1, it's going to be left bridge. Whoa. Cancel. Cancel. It's too long. Okay, so bridge. What? What? Oh, because I'm hitting D. It won't let me. Okay. We have to type it out all in caps. Bridge 1. And then we're going to go over here to this, and we're going to place another one, and we're going to name it Bridge 2. And then we're going to go over here. We're going to do it again. Do it again. We're going to name this one a bridge. A 3. A 1. A 2. A 3. And then we're going to go down here, and we're going to also label these. So, place. And we'll just name this lever 1. And then place name lever 2, and place name lever 3. Whoa, 3. I can count, I promise. Okay, so now that's going to be done. So we've got that conveniently labeled so that hopefully it is foolproof even for me. Alright, so let's take a look. What's everybody doing right now? Storing items in stockpiles, brewing, good, linking, building, constructing mechanisms, eating, storing items in bag, making rock bookbinding, cool, fishing, sleeping, making bolts, smelting ore, and fried donut is listening to a story. Alright, what's this here? This is our ashery, so we can make some potash from ash. And we'll just, what we're going to do is we're going to set this up with a workflow constraint. We'll just say 30 to 40. That way we always have it for when we need it. And we're going to set the same thing up here, except a little bit more, because we want a little bit of cushion. So now that's going to get busy. And once we get that done, we can start fertilizing. Oh yeah, I remember now what we're gonna do. So we need to come in here to our refuse stockpile. We need to go into the refuse, and we need to forbid out some things. So we want to forbid out skulls, shells, teeth, horn hooves, hair and wool, and bones. All of those things can be used for other stuff. And then we want to come back down here, and we're gonna set up a refuse stockpile. Say like here, and it's going to be for those things that we just forbid. because you can make things with that kind of stuff at your crafts dwarf's workshop. Like you can make totems. I know I'd mentioned that, but with skulls you can make like totems and things like that you can sell. So if we remember to sell them, that's the biggest thing for me, is remembering to sell them. Drinks look okay. Food actually looks really good. What do we have? We must have been hunting. Well, yeah, water. Oh my God, look at all the water buffalo meat we have. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Good job. Fried donut, you know what? You earned some R&R time, brother or sister, brother, sister. You earned some R&R with all that water buffalo hunting, so kudos to you. All right, let's make sure all these are bedroomed. They are. So I guess it's about time for us to dig down a little bit more, isn't it? So we can mark up these gems. Levin opal. What else do we have here? Some schorl. And looking around, not seeing anything. Okay. Let's go down to the next level. So we're probably going to mine every level here because we know that we've got the good stuff. That sweet tetrahedrite. Well, actually, tetrahedrite's not really... It's not bad, but it's not great. I mean, we can get silver out of it. And, you know, we can use the lead for other things. Lead chains, etc., etc. I think we need some more instruments, don't we? So, let's see here. What do you're making rock pots. That's great. You're making... Oh, you're smelting ore. You're wrong one. Okay, you're making bolts. That's good because that'll keep our hunters going. Let's see. How many more pots do you have to make? Okay, it's on repeat. Okay, let's add a task here for... yeah, see, you can make totems, cloth crafts, silk crafts. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Why don't we make some totems, okay, on repeat until we can't do any more. And then let's do horn crafts on repeat just to get rid of that stuff. And then we could do some shell stuff. We could let's make some shell crafts. And then we could do bone bolts. We could do bone bolts. We could also do... That sounds kind of cool. Let's make some bone helms. I like the sound of that. Whenever I think of like bone helms, it makes me think of... I can't remember the guy's name from Willow. One of the bad guys in the movie Willow. If you haven't seen the movie Willow, it's like a mid-80s fantasy movie starring Warwick Davis as Willow. And, you know, he's got... basically, it's this all about this... it's kind of hard to explain, but there's a baby, and they need like... I think they need like sacrifice the baby... and the sorceress, and yeah, but it's got Val Kilmer when he was, you know, before he gained all of his weight, back when he used to be really cool, you know, like around the same time that he did the movie Real Genius, which is also pretty good, and it's a pretty good watch. I was talking to my wife about it the other day, and she has never seen the movie Willow. It just blows my mind that somebody who is so into fantasy type stuff, just like me, has not seen Willow. But then again, you know, she's a little bit younger than me. So it could be that it was just right around the time before, you know, right around before whenever she would have been watching that, so. Okay. So we probably have some more gems that we can cut now. Yeah, indeed we do. Some schorls, carnelian, nice. Smoky quartz, some pyrite, okay. Fool's gold. If you ever finish up with wooden bolts, which I don't know that you will, so I'm not going to do it. We need to make some more instruments. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Look, he's playing. The human poet. He's got one of our instruments. It looks like he's playing it. Neat. Okay, looks like we're counting some stuff here. How's the farms going? Okay, looks good. Figure we'll probably get on farms maybe for another migrant wave or two. And then after that, we'll build our next farm that we build. I'm thinking let's go probably rock nuts and more plump helmets, I'm thinking. Yeah, rock nuts. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll go dimple cups. Maybe we'll go like dimple cups / pigtails for like cloth and dye. I don't know. I wanted to do dyes in our last fortress, but we never got around to it. We had the crashing issue, which really kind of stunk, but it gave us a good excuse to move on to the new version, which is kind of cool too. So, ooh, looks like we're running a little low on wood here. What about outside? Oh, so basically everybody's so busy right now that we can't even get people to come down and haul stuff. Fair enough. So I'm not sure if anybody can even apply for long-term residency until you have a mayor. Because we don't have a mayor right now. We just still have an expedition leader. Typically, you don't get a mayor until around 50 population, and yeah, we're not even close to that yet. So this got suspended because we ran out of pots. Okay, now he's making bone helms. Neat. So maybe we should make a stockpile for armor. I can't remember that guy's name, but he had like a bone helm. Back to the topic. Yeah, he had a facial visor, a helm that had like bone on the front of it. When I was a kid, I was like, wow, that's pretty scary, man. Much props, but fine. Metal's fine too. Just permit it all. Permit it all. Everything is permitted. Yeah, lots of things scared me when I was a kid, though. But I think that's just part of being a kid. I mean, you know, outside of that, every once in a while you run into a kid that just seems to be fearless. But I was definitely not one of those children. So, not to say I was scared of everything, but, you know, I'm just going to say I did not like The Wizard of Oz. To this day, I don't like The Wizard of Oz. It scares me. It's got a weird tone, guys. Okay? It's got a really strange tone to it. I defy you to tell me that The Wizard of Oz doesn't have a very ominous undertone to it. It kind of freaks me out. So, I would be interested in hearing from you guys. What are some things that you remember from your childhood that you thought were like scary? Some common things that I hear a lot from my friends are usually like the movie It, Pennywise from It. A lot of people say that was it for clowns. Done. But really, I mean, really? Would that really be what does it? I mean, to me, clowns just in and of themselves are kind of weird. Like, I'm not one of those people that gets freaked out when I see clowns, okay? But like, I know people that are scared of clowns. They do make me feel a little uncomfortable, though. So, I don't really think they're too funny. But yeah, I would love to hear what your take on, you know, when you were kids or younger. What was some stuff that made you afraid? You know, what were your childhood fears in terms of, like, you know, pop culture type things, like movies or books or anything like that? Be very interesting to swap those kinds of stories. And then maybe I'll talk about them in the next video I record after I read those comments. Okay, so what's going on outside? Let's take a look. Take a look. It's in a book. Still missing. We got an eagle. More like a pterodactyl. And okay, we got some animals. Yeah, we still don't know what happened to Dodoc. I mean, I have not seen. I'm looking around. You have to think, what's this? Okay, fishing. Yeah, we got a lot of people that are fishing. That's good, though. It's a good source of food. But you would think it wouldn't be over here because, well, I mean, people are fishing, you know, constantly. And it couldn't be here. You wouldn't think it would be here because, you know, people are walking by that spot a lot. So that leaves kind of like somewhere off in, you know, off in BFE here. Somewhere, but I just don't see anything. And we went up here and looked around. We didn't see anything. It could be something I'm overlooking. It's very, very, I wouldn't say a high likelihood, but there's definitely a likelihood of it. There have been times before where we've lost dwarves, and I've had viewers, subscribers, say, you know, look here, and they found it for me. You know, but it's just kind of weird. I'd like to know what happened to the poor guy, you know, but looks like we may never know. The world may never know what became of him. So it is now springtime, so we should be getting an elven caravan, I believe, and we will be getting some more. So there's a pile of vomit. Water buffalo blood. But see, there was no. The thing is there was no combat. He wasn't involved in any kind of combat. Yeah, we should be getting a migrant wave as well. So this will be our very first caravan, won't it? Maybe a Kia stole him. Oh my goodness. How ridiculous would that be? Like, nerf Kias, please. Yeah, please. Toady. Almost called him Edmund, because I'm so used to, like, talking about Finding him Isaac. Nerf it, please. But I still don't see anything, and, you know, we looked around here. We didn't see squat. I mean, if he was in a bedroom at this point, you'd be getting miasma. Because he would have been decaying by this point. You would see purple clouds. Happy little purple clouds. Alright, so what do we got here? We dug this out. Looks like we've got a lot more tetrahedrite to plink on. Some more shorls. Some more Levin opal. Good. You know, we got plenty of flux stone, don't we? Which flux stone is necessary for the production of steel, if my memory serves me correctly. Well, there's quite a few gems up here. Oh, good, good, yeah, good. Some more, oh, smoky quartz. Okay. Alright, we'll let that get dug out. We don't want to designate too much, go too ham on it. So we were also thinking about making some kind of a nice big wall, you know? Like an exterior wall. That'd be kind of cool. Like, what if we... So I was thinking about putting like a wall like here. Like across there. Maybe that comes down here. So it goes over and then across. And then we have this fishing hole in here. We put an outer gate out here, maybe a bigger gate. It wouldn't really... The thing is, like, I keep on coming back to the idea that it wouldn't be very defensible unless we took special care to get rid of ramps and things like that and dig some trenches. But I don't think it's intended to be defensible. I think it's just intended to just be fun. You know, just to be kind of decorative. So... I'm not sure that we have the labor to spare for that just, like, at this moment. But perhaps in the future, we could look at doing that in a future video. So, I'd really like to get an anvil, but it's going to be a while. So I guess we're going to keep smelting. What are we looking at here on bars? 144 copper bars, 38 silver bars. Oh, so tetrahedrite is not lead and silver. It's copper and silver. Well, that's much better. Tetrahedrite actually is pretty good then, because we can do things with copper. Beautiful. Beautiful. We can do copper armor and silver weapons. And bone helms. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, guys. Well, we'll stop there. And in the next episode, I guess we probably should get our Elven Caravan if we get one. And we definitely will be getting some form of a migrant wave. But who knows how big it is. At this moment, we have 15 unowned bedrooms. I'd like to see a pretty big migrant wave. Our population right now is a bit small, especially since we lost one. So it's kind of holding us back in like some of the smaller jobs that I don't feel comfortable designating out right now, like wall construction, engraving, like more menial tasks. I don't feel like we really can do those right now because it's going to mean that other jobs that are more important aren't going to get done. So, or more important to us. So, anyways, as always, I really do appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to stop by and watch this video. I hope that, you know, you guys, I mean, I would assume you guys watching all the way to the end, you do enjoy them, and I really do enjoy making them for you. It's definitely the highlight of my day when I get to read your comments and, you know, things that you're doing in your own games and your suggestions and tips. And so keep them coming. I always love to talk to you guys. Never be afraid of asking questions. If you have questions about, you know, hey, why are you doing something? Why don't you try to do it this way? Love talking to you guys. Love hearing from you guys. So can't get enough of it. Anyways, until next time, game on.